Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I am Harshita and I am going to start a video series for data structures in which I am starting with searching algorithms. So the basic searching algorithm that we could start is the linear search algorithm. This is also called as sequential search algorithm. So why is this called as linear search algorithm or a sequential search algorithm? Because we have elements that is stored sequentially or linearly, like one after the other. So in data structures we have arrays that could store these elements linearly, like sequentially, like one after the other. So we'll start an array with a 0 index. This is the index, this is the position where the elements are present. So 0 to last, the number of elements we have taken here is 9 elements. So 0 to 8. Okay, so in this, I'm going to explain the working principle of linear search algorithm with this example. So the basic problem statement for searching algorithm is we need to search an element, like searching, like we would take a key, like, or a data we could call. Suppose we are taking 35. So we'll search whether 35 is present in this array or sequence. So we can have two cases, like whether this 35 is present in this sequence, key is present, or it is not present. Okay, so we'll see the first case, like 35, we can see that 35 is present here. So what is the working principle is, first we'll start with 0. The first element we have is 11. So we'll check this 11 is equal to 35. So 11 is not equal to 35. So what we'll do, we'll go next. So the next element we'll check again, 8 is equal to 35. So 8 does not match. Similarly, 22 is not equal to 35. 19 is not equal to 35. So we reach the fourth position. So we could match it with 35. 35 is equal to 35. So now we found the key present in this sequence. So there is one condition, like, do we have to go further? So this is the stopping criteria. We need to understand, like, there should be a stopping criteria where this linear search algorithm should stop. So one thing is, stopping criteria is whenever the key is found out, you need to stop there. So suppose we have here, we are continuing, like here the end is 8th position, but there can be a chance, like if we are taking 100 elements, we found out 35 in the 4th position, but we are still going till the end of the array. So like that would be no point of searching every element if we found out the element in the 4th position. So that would be a drawback for this linear search algorithm if we don't use the stopping criteria. Okay, so that we need to take care, like the stopping criteria whenever the key is found out. So there is no need to go further. We'll take another thing, like another key, for example 75, for this case 2, where the element is not present in this array. So we are taking 75, we will see like 35 is not equal to 75, 50 is not equal to 75, 62 is not equal to 75, 20 is not equal to 75, 3 is also not equal to 75. So we cannot go further. End of the array length. So we cannot go. So end of the array length also we need to stop. We need to stop this sequential search. Okay, so this is the working principle, or the working how this linear search algorithm works. I explained with this example. So what we need to do is, we need to write an algorithm using these cases and this stopping criteria fit in that algorithm. So we'll see that in the next video. This is for this video. Thank you for watching this video, and like, share and comment down below. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel and keep on watching my videos. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye bye.